Hello, welcome to Chapter 7, Section 7, where we're multiplying polynomials. In this example, we're going to be multiplying multiple term polynomials by each other. So in this case, I have 2 terms and 3 terms, so a binomial times a trinomial. Once we get good at this, and you're not going to see any examples in the videos, but once we really get good at this, we can actually have huge polynomials multiplied by other huge polynomials. And they look scary, but we actually find out that we can really know how to do it. But that's one of the things that we'll have to do in class. So what I'm going to do is exactly what we did before by making a multiplication chart. So I'm going to start by putting x plus 2 right here. Here's x and here's 2. And I'm going to go across by putting x to the second power, negative 5x, and 4. And I'll draw the rest of my multiplication chart here. And in this time, I have 2 by 3, so I've got 6 boxes to fill in. But everything else goes the same as we learned before. That's probably bugging you. Okay. In this box, I go to the left and I go above. X times x to the second power, 1 plus 2 equals 3. So I get x to the third power. In this box, and it doesn't matter what order you go in the box. I could have gone here, could have gone here, could have gone over here. It doesn't matter. You're going to fill them all in at the same. Anyway, this is going to be x times negative 5x. So 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. X times x is x to the second power. And just finishing off the first row, I get x times 4, but I write it 4x. I put the 4 in front. Okay, halfway done. This is 2 times x to the second power. In this box, I'm going to do 2 times negative 5x, so I get negative 10x. And this box is 2 times 4, which is 8. Now, I need to give the solution and when I do that, I'm going to add, solution means I'm solving for something, I'm sorry. I need to give the product of these polynomials as a simplified polynomial. So here's x to the third power. Nowhere else is there an x to the third power, so that doesn't get added with anything, or combined I should say. Everything's being added. Here I've got x to the second power. No, but that is. So these two are actually going to go together. 2 subtract 5 is negative 3. The negative 10x and the 4 go together. Negative 10 plus 4, or 4 subtract 10, is negative 6. And of course the 8 has nothing to pair up with. Cool. All right, let's try this one. 3x subtract 4, negative 2x to the third power, 5x, and negative 6. Need to draw my box just a little bit further. Three times negative 2 is negative 6. X times x to the third power, 1 plus 3 equals 4, so x to the fourth power. I'm going to go down here this time. Negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. There's no x's here, so these x's, x to the third power, they stay x to the third power. In this box, I do 3 times 5, which is 15, and x times x, which is x to the second power. In this box, negative 4 times 5 is negative 20, and there's no x's here, but there is one here, so I just do times x. In this box, 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. Here's an x, there's no x's here, so just x to the first power. And finally, negative 4 times negative 6 is positive 24. So now I'm going to add my terms together. I've got 6 terms. 2 times 3 equals 6. Some of these have the same exponent. Everything in here is an x. So what has the same exponent? Here's x to the fourth. None of those, so I get negative 6x to the fourth. Go to the next smaller one. to the third. Here's none of these are to the third, so plus 8x to the third. Here's 15x to the second power, no more x to the second powers. Here's negative 20x and here's negative 18x. These two I can add. So I get negative 38x, and then the plus 24 comes along. As always, if you need to pause it and rewind it, please do so, and I'll be taking pictures of everything so you can study it slowly at your own pace. All right, don't be fooled by this one. X subtract 2 to the third power. This means x subtract 2 times x subtract 2 times x subtract 2. 1, 2, 3. I mentioned this in an earlier video. I mentioned this before in class. When we multiply more than one thing, I'm multiplying this times that, I have to start with 2 at a time. All right? That goes into something that we call the associative property. You don't even know it's called the associative property, but if it has a name, it's important, okay? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to multiply these two, all right? And I can still do that using my box method. So here's x subtract 2. Here's x subtract 2. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Okay, that's nice, but I still have this one. So now I'm going to multiply this by what's inside here. And this is actually a trinomial because these two can be added together. What's inside here? X squared. Negative 2 plus negative 2 is negative 4x plus 4. So now I'm going to do it again by the other x subtract 2. Hopefully I gave myself enough room when I wrote it. X times x to the second power is x to the third power. X times negative 4x is negative 4x squared. And x times 4 is 4x. Negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8x. And negative 2 times positive 4 is negative 8. So putting it all together, these two are going to go together and these two are going to go together. X to the third power, negative 2 plus negative 4 is negative 6x to the second power. 8 plus 4 is 12, so I get 12x, subtract 8. Believe it or not, if you end up in Algebra 2 Accelerated, or even in Pre-Calc, there's something about doing this that there is a shortcut for, but we're going to leave that alone for right now. We want to make sure you know how to multiply using the multiplication chart. All right, last one in this video. I have 2x plus 3, x to the second power, negative 6x, 5. Fill in the rest of my box. And one more time. Whatever is on the left side gets multiplied by whatever is above the box. 2x times x squared is 2x to the third power. 2x times negative 6x is negative 12x to the second power. And 2x times 5, 10x. To the left of this box is 3. 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. 3 times negative 6x is negative 18x. And 3 times 5 is 15. So it looks like these two are going to go together, and these two are going to go together. So I get 2x to the third power. Sorry, there it goes. 3 subtract 12 is negative 9. X to the second power. Negative 18 plus 10 is negative 8x plus 15. All right, we'll see you in the next video.